Good evening and welcome. Let me take this off. Welcome to the upper school portion of our play readings this evening. I'm Mark Silence, and for those of you who are joining us now, welcome. And for those of you who are continuing with us after the middle school presentation, thanks for sticking around. We have 3 plays for you this evening. Rather than tell you about how this evening came to pass and all of the decisions that went into creating this reading series, I'm going to direct your attention to a fine publication known as The King Pelican, which contains in its most recent edition an interview with me explaining all of the ins and outs of how the play reading came to be. Instead, I'm vamping for a few minutes here if you can't figure that out. To give people a little opportunity to sign in, I'm going to assume that that's done, and we're going to move on with the readings. The first play that we're going to present to you this evening is a play by a playwright named Chas Beloff, and it is called This Is Not a Play. Don't worry, it is. It was originally produced in 2014 at the 18th Annual One Act Festival in Willoughby, Ohio. When I was choosing one-act 10-minute plays for this event, I read many books, and the anthology I got this one out of was Best 10-Minute Plays of 2015. There were 50 plays, and I started at 2019 and worked my way back. And when I got to 2015, I found this one, This Is Not a Play. The actors that you will see this evening are Jose Butler, Sarah Cepeda, and the narrator is Eli Bush. So without any further ado, let's kick off our very first play reading with This Is Not a Play.
This Is Not a Play by Chas Beloff. Characters: A person. B, a person. Setting: this stage. Time: now. A and B are on stage.
This is not a play.
It doesn't have a beginning, middle, and end.
It does begin. This is not a play.
And it does end. This is the end.
And there are lines in between those 2 lines, which are in the middle.
But it doesn't have a beginning, middle, and end, beginning, middle, and end.
It does have a gun.
Now you've done it.
What?
Chekhov's law. If you display a gun in Act 1, you have to use it in Act 3.
This play doesn't have an Act 3.
I thought you said it wasn't a play.
Then it can't have an Act 3.
But you called it a play.
This is not a play.
Then it doesn't have to obey Chekhov's law.
That's a relief.
I assume it doesn't have a plot?
You know what happens when you assume, don't you?
No, I don't. What happens when you assume?
You run the risk of making an incorrect conclusion based on insufficient data.
So does it have a plot?
Alas, it does not. It does, however, have a MacGuffin.
I want that.
You can't have it.
Give it to me.
No.
B attempts to get box from A.
Give it to me. I want it.
There's a
No,
thrashing
you can't
about
have
an
it.
anguish.
No. Where did you hide it?
How do you know I hid it?
I can't find it.
If you could get it, it wouldn't be a MacGuffin.
But this is not a play. There's no need for a MacGuffin.
But you still want it.
Yes, I want it desperately, but you won't tell me where it is.
If you didn't want something desperately, it wouldn't be a play.
But it isn't a play, and I'm not the protagonist.
That would make me the protagonist.
If it were a play, but it's not.
If I were the protagonist, what would I want? Diamonds? Ruby slippers? Big dumb objects?
That's your problem. You don't know what you want.
It's my tragic flaw.
Therapy might help.
Too expensive.
Brainstorming.
No brain.
Wizard of Oz!
Beg pardon?
The Tin Woodsman from the Wizard of Oz wanted a brain.
That was the Scarecrow.
Oh, right.
I never said I wanted a brain. I'm perfectly fine without a brain. I can read, drive, wash dishes, talk on the phone, tweet, all without thinking.
If you say so.
No, really.
Maybe you want a purpose in life.
I'm not the protagonist. This is not a play, and there's no protagonist.
I was only trying to help.
You are trying to force an Aristotelian model of storytelling on me.
Only with the best intentions.
This is not a play.
All right. Let me think.
That's right. Rub it in, that you have a brain.
I wasn't trying to be stuck up about it.
Fat lot of good that does. I'm hurt.
I'm sorry.
I'm not appeased.
Appease. That's a grand word for somebody who doesn't have a brain.
I heard it the other day. I liked it, and that's why I used it. I was waiting for an opportunity to say it, and you presented it to me, wrapped in a package.
That's it. I want that package. Now, where did you hide it?
Somewhere safe. I put it in a safe.
You weren't off stage long enough to put it in a safe.
I didn't say I closed the safe.
Did you close the safe?
Yes.
Excrement.
That's not very polite.
It's not very polite to offer me a package, then run away with it.
I didn't offer you the package. I merely displayed it to you.
To tantalize me.
Yes.
I demand an apology.
There is none to be had.
Then I'm not speaking to you.
Fine, I'll speak to the audience. You might wonder what is going on here. I'm afraid the playwright, well, they can't be a playwright if this is not a play, can they? The writer of the literary work is being rather difficult, annoying even. They set up
Why are you calling the writer they? Writer is singular.
I thought you weren't speaking to me.
I wasn't expecting you to speak in a ludicrous manner.
So if I continue being ludicrous, you'll continue speaking to me? The moon is made of cheese. Gravity makes cakes rise. The earth is made of porridge.
Stop! Just give me the package.
What package?
The MacGuffin!
Silly actor. If I were to give you the MacGuffin, I would be violating thousand-year-old traditions of MacGuffin history.
MacGuffins haven't been around that long, and I'm not an actor. I'm a character.
You don't even have a name. In the script, it just calls us A and B.
Which one am I?
B.
I suppose you're A, then.
I might be.
You're just being difficult.
Maybe I won't speak to you.
You will. You need me. Without me, you'd be a solo piece.
There's nothing wrong with being a solo piece. There are lots of solo pieces. Or I could simply be a monologue. There's a long theatrical tradition of monologues.
Fine. Be that way.
I once took a walk on the banks of the Potomac. The river that runs through our nation's capital has a deep history. The American...
Talk to me!
I thought you told me to be that way.
I spoke in anger.
Is that supposed to be some kind of apology?
The deeply flawed kind?
I'm not sure I want to accept that kind of apology.
Please, please give me the MacGuffin.
It's no longer mine to give. I gave it to an orphan.
How is it even relevant that they're an orphan?
More sympathy that way.
I give up.
You can't give up. The whole point of a MacGuffin is that you want it and pursue it.
But this is not a play, and I'm not the protagonist.
That's very inconvenient.
Why?
The playwright was going to submit this to Bridges at King's School. He was going to write a 10-minute play.
It's not 10 minutes yet. Maybe we still have time to save this.
So what do we need to make this play? Fast, we have 2 minutes.
An inciting incident, where it all begins.
Bridges at King's School announces they are looking for 10-minute plays.
Now, a point of attack.
What's that?
The thing that sets the plot in motion, where the protagonist takes an action but is thwarted in meeting their desire.
The playwright starts this play, but my first line announces that this is not a play.
Excellent! Then we need a rising action. The protagonist keeps trying for their goal, but keeps getting thwarted.
The playwright keeps writing, but we go back and forth about the MacGuffin.
Yes! Now we're almost at the bottom of page 9. The protagonist needs to make one last desperate try to get their wants met and meets almost overwhelming odds.
Wait, it sounds like you're talking about the climax.
Exactly.
Well, if we put the climax on page 9, then that's a whole page left for resolution. Boring.
Okay, so we'll wait until we get to page 10.
We're already on page 10. We can have the climax.
We had that exchange just so we could delay the climax?
Do you have a problem with that?
I feel so used.
All characters are merely tools of the playwright.
But this is not a play.
It's nearly a 10-minute play. We're so close.
All right, this is a play, and we're almost at the climax.
We displayed a gun on page 1. We have to use it on page 10. This is page 10.
I can't do this anymore. It's meaningless. Experimental plays are the worst. I'm gonna end this right now.
What about the climax?
I'll give you a climax.
B shoots self.
Bang!
B dies.
Wait, what about the resolution? There's supposed to be a resolution. I'm supposed to be sadder, but wiser. No, wait, I'm not the protagonist. The playwright is. The playwright is supposed to feel sadder, but wiser. The 10 pages are up. The play is over. This is the end.
End of play.
So, see, I told you it was a play. Or was it? Okay, let's see, what's next? The next play we have for you is, by the way, if you want to enter anything into the chat, you can do that. No one will see it except for Selena, who's sitting down there running the show. But we can actually report back anything that you chat to the actors after we're finished. So if you want to send your best wishes. I thought another fun thing might be to, if you'd like to take a selfie of yourself with your with the broadcast there in the background, send it to me at msilence@kingschoolct.org, and I'll post it on our Instagram page. So just, for fun. What's the next play? It's called Sure Thing, and it's by a playwright named David Ives. It's from an anthology of plays called All in the Timing, which then became a production or play version of several of the 14 plays in that anthology called All in the Timing. This is a play. David Ives comes from Chicago, Illinois. He trained at Northwestern University and at Yale University, and is a very, very prolific playwright, and really, really enjoys writing in the one-act or short form for theater. And this is one of his plays. It is called Sure Thing. By the way, the title of the anthology, All in the Timing, is contained somewhere in the play. I challenge you to find it. It's a little bit of an Easter egg. The actors that you'll see performing Sure Thing are Louisa Simon, Jacob Boyer, and the narrator is Lily Maniscalco, and Lily will also be on the bell. Sure Thing.
Sure Thing by David Ives. Betty, a woman in her late 20s, is reading at a cafe table. An empty chair is opposite her. Bill, same age, enters.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken?
Yes, it is.
Oh, sorry.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
Excuse me?
Is this taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody in a minute.
Oh, thanks anyway.
Sure thing.
Excuse me, is this chair taken?
No, but I'm expecting somebody very shortly.
Would you mind if I sit here till he or she or it comes?
They do seem pretty late.
You never know who you might be turning down.
Sorry. Nice try, though.
Sure thing. Is this seat taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
Yes, I would.
Oh. Is this chair taken?
No, it's not.
Would you mind if I sit here?
No, go ahead.
Thanks. Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place.
Mm-hmm.
What's the book?
I just wanted to read in quiet, if you don't mind.
No. Sure thing. Every place else seems to be taken.
Mm-hmm.
Great place for reading.
Yes, I like it.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Hemingway. What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
Not actually. I've sure read about it, though. It's supposed to be great.
It is great.
I hear it's great. Waiter. What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Have you read it?
I'm a Mets fan myself.
Have you read it?
Yeah, I read it in college.
Where was college?
I went to Oral Roberts University.
Where was college?
I was lying. I never really went to college. I just like to party.
Where was college?
Harvard.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner. I spent a whole winter reading him once.
I've just started.
I was so excited after 10 pages that I went out and bought everything else he wrote. One of the greatest reading experiences of my time. I mean, all that incredible psychological understanding, page after page of gorgeous prose, his profound grasp of the mystery of time and human existence, the smells of the earth. What do you think?
I think it's pretty boring.
What's the book?
The Sound and the Fury.
Oh, Faulkner.
Do you like Faulkner?
I love Faulkner.
He's incredible.
I spent a whole winter reading him once.
I was so excited after 10 pages that I went out and bought everything else he wrote.
All that incredible psychological understanding,
And the prose is so gorgeous.
and the way he's grasped the mystery of time.
And human existence. I can't believe I've waited this long to read it.
You never know. You might not have liked him before.
That's true.
You might not have been ready for him. You have to hit these things the right moment or it's no good.
That's happened to me.
It's all in the timing. My name's Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I thought reading Faulkner was a great experience.
Yes.
The sound and the fury.
Well, onwards and upwards.
Waiter! You have to hit these things at the right moment or it's no good.
That's happened to me.
It's all in the timing. My name's Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you come in here a lot?
Actually, I'm just in town for 2 days from Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan. My name's Bill, by the way.
I'm Betty.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you come in here a lot?
Every once in a while. Do you?
Not so much anymore. Not as much as I used to. Before my nervous breakdown. Do you come in here a lot?
Why are you asking?
Just interested.
Are you really interested, or do you just want to pick me up?
No, I'm really interested.
Why would you be interested in whether I come in here a lot?
I'm just getting acquainted.
Maybe you're only interested for the sake of making small talk long enough to ask me back to your place to listen to some music or watch Netflix, or because you've got some terrific unknown Django Reinhardt record. Only all you really want to do is do it, which you won't do very well. After which, you'll go into the bathroom and pee very loudly, then pad into the kitchen, get yourself a beer from the refrigerator without asking me whether I'd like anything, and then you'll proceed to lie back down beside me and confess that you've got a girlfriend named Stephanie who's away at medical school in Belgium for a year, and that you've been involved with her off and on in what you'll call a very intricate relationship for the past 7 years, none of which interests me, mister.
Okay. Do you come in here a lot?
Every other day, I think.
I come in here quite a lot, and I don't remember seeing you.
I guess we must be on different schedules.
Missed connections.
Yes, different time zones.
Amazing how you can live right next door to somebody in this town and never even know it.
I know.
City life.
It's crazy.
We probably pass each other in the street every day. Right in front of this place, probably.
Yep.
Well, the waiters here sure seem to be in some different time zone. Can't seem to locate one anywhere. Waiter! So what do you...
Beg your pardon?
Nothing. Sorry.
I guess we must be on different schedules.
Missed connections.
Yes, different time zones.
Amazing how you can live right next door to somebody in this town and never even know it.
I know.
City life.
It's crazy.
You weren't waiting for somebody when he came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh. Boyfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
My husband.
Aha. You weren't waiting for somebody when he came in, were you?
Actually, I was.
Oh. Boyfriend?
Sort of.
What's a sort of boyfriend?
We were meeting here to break up.
Mm-hmm. What's a sort of boyfriend?
My lover. Here she comes right now. To tell you the truth, I was headed to the movies after I finished this section. Would you like to come along since you can't locate a waiter?
That's a very nice offer, but
Uh-huh. Girlfriend?
2 actually. One of them's pregnant, and Stephanie.
Girlfriend?
No, I don't have a girlfriend. Not if you mean the castrating bitch I dumped last night.
Girlfriend?
Sort of. Sort of.
What's a sort of girlfriend?
My mother. I just ended a relationship, actually.
Oh,
A rather long-standing.
sorry to hear it.
This is my first night out alone in a long time. I feel a little bit at sea, to tell you the truth.
So you didn't stop to talk because you're a Moonie, or you have some sort of weird political affiliation?
Nope. Straight down the ticket Republican. Straight down the ticket Democrat. Can I tell you something about politics? I like to think of myself as a citizen of the universe. I'm unaffiliated.
That's a relief. So am I.
I vote my beliefs.
Labels are not important.
Labels are not important. Exactly. Take me, for example. I mean, what does it matter if I had a 2-point at, 3-point at, 4-point at college? Or if I did come from Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Westchester County?
Sure.
I believe that a man is what he is. A person is what he is. A person is what they are.
I think so too.
So what if I admired Trotsky? So what if I once had a total body liposuction? So what if I don't have a penis? So what if I spent a year in the Peace Corps? I was acting on my convictions.
Sure.
You just can't hang a sign on a person.
Absolutely. I'll bet you're a Scorpio. Listen, I was headed to the movies after I finished this section. Would you like to come along?
That sounds like fun. What's playing?
A couple of the really early Tarantino movies.
Oh,
You don't like Tarantino,
sure, I like Tarantino.
but you're not crazy about Tarantino.
Those early ones kind of got on my nerves.
Uh-huh.
You know, I was
I was
headed to
thinking...
the... I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say that I was headed to the movies in a little while, and
So was I.
the Tarantino Festival.
Just up the street.
Do you like the early ones?
I think anybody who doesn't ought to be run off the planet.
How many times have you seen Reservoir Dogs?
8 times.
12. So are you still interested?
Do you like Entenmann's crumb cake?
Last night I went out at 2 in the morning to get one. Did you have an Etch-a-Sketch as a child?
Yes. And do you like Brussels sprouts?
No, I think they're disgusting.
They are disgusting.
Do you still believe in marriage in spite of current sentiments against it?
Yes.
In children?
3 of them.
2 girls and a boy.
Harvard, Vassar, and Brown.
And will you love me
Yes.
and cherish me forever?
Yes.
Do you still want to go to the movies?
Sure thing.
Waiter.
Hello again. Oh, I keep forgetting. I wish that I could show you the whole setup that we have here. Everyone is, of course, distanced, and everyone is separated by some sort of strange glass. But thank you for clearing that up. Plexiglass. In fact, I think at the end of this play, I might give you an opportunity not only to see what the stage setup looks like, but also to give you another look at all of the actors so they can take a proper curtain call. I'd also like to take this moment to thank a lot of the people that gave support to this reading and the subsequent readings that are coming up, and also to formally invite everybody to come back again. I believe the next reading is what, November 6th, to see 3 new plays, 3 brand new plays, and then we'll do 3 more after that. So, for now, let me thank some of the people that have made all of this happen. I mentioned Selena Polakar, who's down there running the technical end. Jamie LaJoy is back at the soundboard, being a sound engineer, making sure that you can hear everybody, and he's doing a bang-up job. Margot Cadell has lit the whole stage. Thank you, Margot, for wonderful work. Amy Darnton, Craig Tunks, Jackie Martino, Marnie Sidleski, Karen Eshu, everybody at King who made this possible, made sure that we could actually produce live theater this year, even with all of these strange circumstances that we're working under. So, of course, all of the actors and all of the people all of the students that have been involved, but you've been, I'll give you a chance to applaud your computer screen at the end when we get to the end of our last play, our final play of the evening. This one is called A Rebel Among the Wretched, and it's by a playwright named Andrew Biss. It's from a book of plays called The Meta Plays, or the Meta Plays series, I believe. Andrew Biss is an Englishman who expatriated to the United States to write plays. And a lot of the plays he writes are about plays and about theater. In fact, one of the criticisms about the meta plays was that it takes, what does it say? It takes theatrical conventions on a metaphysical joyride. So prepare yourself for that. The actors that you'll see reading are Kenny Backus, the only person to have read the role of Mother since the inception of this event, Perry Ferguson, Jake Murphy, and the narrator is Olivia McGrath. Andrew Biss's A Rebel Among the Wretched.
A Rebel Among the Wretched by Andrew Biss. Characters, Mother, Margaret, and Billy. Setting, an impoverished and God-forsaken bare stage. Time, the present. Mother is sitting in an armchair, center stage.
Margaret! Margaret! Margaret!
Yes, Mother? What is it?
What the hell took you so damn long?
I'm sorry, Mother. I came as quick as I could. I was washing your bed sheets downstairs.
Bed sheets? What do you mean, bed sheets? What other kind of sheets are there, idiot?
Well, anyway, it's hard to hear with all the noise of the machines and the water and whatnot.
Oh, stop your blathering, girl. I don't want to hear your problems or excuses. They're always the same.
But it's the truth, Mother. The machines are old and they make such a noise you can hardly hear yourself think.
Well, I can't see how that would cause you too much of a trouble or an inconvenience. Not like there's much going on up there to begin with, is there?
Yes, there is, Mother. I have a good mind. I know I do. I just never had the opportunity. that's all.
For what?
An education, a proper education. Ever since your problem started, I've had to.
Oh, so now I'm the reason you're stupid?
No, it's not. I'm not saying that. Of course not. It's just, if I'd had the chance, I think I could have, well, I think I could have done quite well.
You got no skills, girl, except looking after me. The sooner off you realize that, the better off we'll all be.
I know I'm not stupid, Mother. I know I'm not. I don't have no certificates or fancy embossed papers saying otherwise, but I know I'm not stupid.
Well, as long as you believe it, honey, I guess that's all that matters. Now, if you wouldn't mind switching them thoughts and that tiny little mind of yours to thinking about me for just a second or two here, I'd greatly appreciate it. For Christ's sake, I'm the one dying here.
I'm sorry, Mother. I got a bit carried away, I guess. What is it you need? Is it a drink? You want me to fix you another drink?
No, I don't want another damn drink. Is that what you want? You want to keep poisoning me and pushing me a little closer to the grave? Is that it, huh?
No, Mother,
When I want another damn drink, you'll damn well know it.
Of course, Mother. Is it your pills, maybe? Can I fetch your pills for you?
Oh, yeah, you just love that, wouldn't you? Fetch Mama some more pills so you can knock her out for another couple hours. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna happen this time, sweetheart.
Mother, all I was trying to do was...
Don't tell me what you was trying to do. I know all your little scheming ways and tricks, and don't ever think I don't. Thing of it is, though, none of it matters no more. Because I want out.
Out?
You heard me right, Missy. Out.
You want to go outside for a bit? You want to get some air? If you grab your stick and put your arm around my shoulders, I'm sure maybe we can...
Get away from me, girl.
But I thought you...
I don't mean out of this house. I mean out of this goddamned, lousy, miserable play.
Mother! How can you say such a thing?
Because I got a mouth and I can make it say stuff. That's how. And I've had it. I'm up to here with it. I want out.
You don't mean this, Mother. I know you don't. You're just tired is all.
You got that right. Tired of this stinking, miserable family. Tired of all its damn problems. Tired of sitting in this chair night after night, spitting my bile and bitterness at everyone in sight.
But you can't just up and leave, Mother. You're the center of the family. What on earth would we all do with you gone?
Well, I guess you and the rest of this sorry, messed up clan are gonna have to start figuring stuff out for yourselves, huh?
I just don't understand. What's brought all this on so sudden?
Ain't nothing sudden about it, my girl. Been a long time coming. I guess I just reached that point where enough's enough.
Are you not happy here, Mother?
Well, now, why don't you just reflect a while on that there question you just posed to me, young Margaret? And I have a feeling you'll have your answer in no time at all, being so smart and everything.
I know it ain't all fun and games, but we...
No, it ain't. Just a bunch of unfulfilled lives simmering with resentment, day in and day out. And that's what I want. I want out.
But why now?
Well, I still got some life in me, that's why now. I'm an alcoholic, addicted to prescription drugs. And this soul-destroying downer of a play is sucking the life out of me.
But where would you go? What would you do?
I'll find myself something better, that's what. A musical, maybe. Something where everyone's singing and dancing and having a good time of it.
A musical? But that's fluff, Mother. It ain't nothing. Why would you want to be in something like that?
So I could enjoy myself, stupid. So I wouldn't ever sit around here staring at your long, loveless face 6 nights a week, plus matinees.
But surely you're too...
Too what? Old?
Well, you ain't exactly...
Now don't you worry that tiny little mind of yours about that. Still plenty of old croaks out there making the rounds.
Billy enters.
Billy!
Hello, Margaret.
What on earth? You came back.
Yes, I did. It's been a long time.
Well, if it ain't the prodigal son, making his return to the family rat's nest. Right on cue.
It's very nice to see you too, Mother.
Now, let me guess. You've been living in some fancy city somewhere, working and struggling your way up until you finally made something of yourself. The only problem is you still can't get the dirt out from between your toes, nor the poison in the pit of your soul. So you came back here to get it all cleaned up, huh? Close?
I may have changed in some ways, Mother, but clearly you haven't. You're exactly the same.
Well, not for long now.
Billy, oh Billy, you came back just in time. Something awful's going down.
What?
It's Mother. She's leaving.
Leaving?
She wants out of the play.
Mother, you can't do that.
Well, who the hell are you to tell me what I can and can't do? Come waltzing in here after all these years in your fancy clothes with your fancy manners, thinking you're something better than the rest of us? Well, guess what? You ain't. You trash. You always were and you always will be. And trash in a fancy suit is still trash. And I'm done with the lot of you.
But you can't. You mustn't. I have a whole host of unresolved problems to work through before the end of the play.
Well, too bad.
But what about my issues?
Stick 'em up
Mother,
your...
Mother, would you please just think this again? Think about what you'd be doing to the family, to a respected work of drama.
I'm done thinking. I'm going.
But you've got nowhere to go.
She's talking about joining a musical.
You're not serious.
Says she wants to sing and dance.
Margaret, we have to do something. Call someone. This is far more serious than I thought.
What's wrong with a goddamn musical? For Christ's sake, don't you people ever smile?
Mother, it's cheap, frivolous nonsense. It's lowbrow spectacle that panders shamelessly to the masses. This is a multi-award-winning family drama that's been translated into 17 languages and was hailed by the New York Times as being harrowing, groundbreaking, and absolutely unmissable. Stars still line up to play the leads, and it's been on every critic's best of list since its debut. Why would you give up all that for some silly, cliched theatrical byproduct?
Because it's fun, you lifeless duds. Because it ain't some big, ugly, self-pitying slice of shitty life. By God, it was a humorless day that I shot the two of you out from in me, and it ain't been nothing but humorless ever since.
But Mother, what we do is important. It touches people.
She's right. A work like this connects with people. It helps them realize that their own families, ones they'd always secretly considered to be dysfunctional, but tried very hard to pretend otherwise, are actually completely normal. Because in reality, everyone's family is dysfunctional to some degree, which ironically, and sadly for the drama, makes the genre something of a redundancy. Though I have a feeling I may have just undermined my own argument.
Look at ya. Both of ya. You're pathetic. You're both so stuck up on some fancy idea about the weight of what you do that you've forgotten to have a good time. Old as I am, I ain't. But there is one thing I will say before I go. Something that is pretty damn life-changing.
I knew it.
What is it, Mother?
All them years ago, when your pa just up and left me, right after he'd seated me with a couple of brain-dead tit suckers that made my life feel so much worse than it already was, well, I just plain hated him, and I wanted him to die. But I realize now that he was right. Despite all the pain and bitterness he caused me over the years, he was right to leave, to do what he had to do. And he could tell what a big slab of misery we were dumping on the world, and he wanted nothing more to do with it. And now, slow on the uptake as I am, neither do I.
Mother begins to pull herself up from her chair.
Where are you going?
Ain't decided yet. Wicked, maybe. Little night music if the time is right. Driving Miss Daisy if there's one on somewhere. Not a musical, true. Still a dream vacation from this cesspit.
Mother, don't leave us, please.
Sorry, honey. I feel a song coming on.
Mother, I forbid you.
You do, don't you? Ain't that nice?
Mother exits stage left.
Mother, please.
Stop, Mother, stop!
Oh, it's stopping. It's stopping right now. The second I leave this godforsaken stage, this whole play is over. Without me, you got nothing.
Stop!
End of play.
Hey, everybody. Well, here's our version of the curtain call. I'll show you where, am I on? Where we all are. Here's everybody distancing. Hey, take your bow. All right. There's Margot up in the booth. There's Jamie back at the board. And here's our star, Selena. Yes. Thanks, everybody. Thanks again. Come back again. See us the next time. I hope you enjoyed the plays that we had this evening. And we'll see you soon. Thanks again. Here's the second bow. Yay!